Good Erev Shabbos, everyone. Today is not Friday. Today is Erev Shabbos, and we are turning our Friday into Erev Shabbos with huge thanks to our generous series sponsors, our dear friends Mendy and Tzipora Fishman, Oschos for Chai Rivka Bas Tzipora Freidel, and in memory of Rabbi Lord Jonathan Sachs, Rav Yaakov Tzvi Ben David Aryeh. It is another Erev Shabbos, and there are only two Shabbosim left before Pesach, which is perfect because Chazal, our rabbis, tells the Gemara on Shabbos Daf Kuf Yud Ches Ilmale Shamru Yisrael Shtei Shabbosos Miyad Hayu Nigalim. If the Jewish people would only keep two Shabboses, immediately we'd be redeemed. And we've shared countless interpretations. What are these two Shabboses? Shabbos Chazon and Shabbos Nachamu, Shabbos Shuva and Shabbos Hagadol. There's so many interpretations. But happens to be there are two Shabboses left before Pesach. Pesach is the Chag HaGeula, the Yom Tov of redemption. Who doesn't want redemption? We want our hostages home. We want our soldiers safe. So many people are suffering and struggling personally, individually. We all need redemption. And the way to bring it is through Shabbos. Shabbos. And I think we can understand this in two different ways. One, in the merit of the observance of Shabbos, we will be able to bring Mashiach. We'll bring what is a great redemption. But the other is much more simply that if we lean into and observe, if we truly experience Shabbos, miyad nigalim, we are immediately redeemed. Whatever it is in the weekday, the work, the to-do, the task, the technology, whatever is weighing us down, whatever is sitting on our shoulders. But if a person could leave it all and disconnect and turn Friday into Erev Shabbos, put on joyful music, be prepared, set a table, shower, get dressed, let the aura and air, let the aroma of Shabbos be everywhere. Miyad nigalim, they'll be redeemed. It'll all be waiting after Havdalah. Shabbos doesn't magically make problems go away. It doesn't heal the sick or bring the baby or make the shidduch. Shabbos doesn't make the challenges go away, but Shabbos gives a reprieve. Shabbos is an ir mikla. Shabbos gives us a little break. Shabbos gives us a little redemption. It is me'ein olam haba. So if we would observe two Shabbos, miyad nigalim, and one of the two, we have two Shabbos, it's a Chodesh Nisan, this month of Geula, in the leading up to the holiday, the Chag of Geula, we have two Shabbos left, and we can observe those Shabbos, but not observe them just in any way. The Pnei Menachem, the Heilige Ger Rebbe, said that there's a tremendous merit, a tremendous skula, a very deep idea. He brings in his sefer many times in the name of his father, the Imrei Emes, that Tosefes Shabbos Zochem L'Chapara Afilu Averos Chamuros. That when a person, the way to show that we love Shabbos, we elevate Shabbos, is to spend more Shabbos, more Shabbos. If you diminish Shabbos, if you lessen Shabbos, if you leave Shabbos, if you never fully really entered Shabbos, if you can't wait for Shabbos to end, if you daven Marav before the Zman, so you can make Havdalah punkt at the first opportunity, you don't really love Shabbos. But if you take Shabbos in a little bit early, and you hold on to Shabbos a little bit late, Tosefes, I don't want this time to end. Many are spending Pesach with family, and you don't want family, particularly children, grandchildren. We bless those who are waiting and longing to have children, grandchildren. You don't want them to ever leave. Just stay a little bit longer. Let's just connect a little bit more. Let's let the vacation last just a little bit extra. Shabbos is that vacation, that spiritual, physical vacation. We disconnect from the world to connect to what matters. Tosefes Shabbos, to bring it in a little early, to hold on to it a little bit late. The Pnei Menachem quotes from his father, the Imrei Emes, that Tosefes Shabbos is the formula, the prescription. It is the way to be able to achieve atonement, to repair the mistakes that we've made, to overcome the failures and the shortcomings, to bring a sense of redemption. Even though Shabbos comes automatically, Shabbos comes on time, ready or not, here it comes, but we still have a chance to still make our own Shabbos. We could transform the vach, the weekday, the mundane, into the sacred, into the holy. We can elevate, we can transform. When we take Friday and we turn it into Shabbos, that when we are elevate Shabbos, we make it even more special. When Rav Shor Shlita quotes this Pnei Menachem and Imrei Emes, he makes a very important point, and he says the following: there's another critical, important point when it comes to these two Shabbos. If only we would observe two Shabbos miyad nigalan, we could bring about our geula. We could unshackle ourselves. We could redeem ourselves. We can let go and let Hashem. We could connect to ourselves, the people around us, and to Him. We can free ourselves and find refuge from what are the tasks and the to-dos and the troubles of the week. They'll be there. We'll go back to them. But miyad nigalan, get a sense of a geula. Shabbos brings a geula. Don't talk about the topics. Don't perseverate on the things. Don't be weighed down. Don't think or go there. Speak about happy topics. challenge ourselves to broaden our horizons and grow, sing zmiros and laugh and tell stories and play games and learn and sleep and rest. Miyad Nigaolam, that restores the soul, it brings the Geula. But Tosefes Shabbos, what the Pnei Menachem quotes from his father, the Erev, is not only talking about bringing Shabbos in early and holding on to it a little bit later, but says Rav Shor, adding on, Yesh bechina shel Tosefes Shabbos gam be'echos. There's an Indian, there's an idea of extra Shabbos bekamus, in quantity, but there's also an idea of adding on to Shabbos in quality. Not just adding on to Shabbos in quantity, bring it in early and hold on to it a little bit late, but changing and adding on to Shabbos, not only quantity, but also quality. Quality. What is the quality? We have 2 Shabbos left till Pesach. What is the quality of our Shabbos? Are we wearing Shabbos clothing? Do we prepare Shabbos Dvar Torah? Do we set a Shabbos table? Do we prepare Shabbos foods? Are we looking forward to Shabbos and counting up towards it? Are we taking on a little bit more and extra of it? Are we enjoying it and speaking about it and loving it? Not only to add on to Shabbos bekamus quantitatively, but to add on to Shabbos be'echos qualitatively as well. How do you do that? The Imam says the pasuk in Parshas Yisro, Zochers Yom HaShabbos L'Kodesh Yishim Tavavas Yizkom Lachtecha. 6 days you work, and on the seventh day Yom HaShvi Shabbos L'Shem L'Kecha. Rashi says Keshetavo Shabbos Yu Be'einecha Ki'ilu Kol Malachtecha Asuya. Once Shabbos comes, a person should feel all my work is done. Now, why am I sharing that with you this week? Because there's so much work. Got to kasher for Pesach, shop for Pesach, cook for Pesach. Got to cook up Pesach Divrei Torah. You got to prepare for the Haggadah. So much people have to pack. They're traveling. They're going. There's so much that has to be done. But Shabbos comes, there's no work. When Shabbos comes, all our work is done. All our work is done. Get on board. Hear that the Shabbos, all our work is done. Don't talk this Shabbos about when are we kashering, what are we making, what recipes, what are we cooking, will we be ready, what needs to get done, who's picking us up, who's giving us a ride to the airport, who's taking us, who's packing, Shabbos comes, all of our work is done. So this time of the year, the 2 Shabbos before Pesach, there is so much work to do, so much chametz to be sold, so many drushes to prepare, so much work to do. Nevertheless, person should enter Shabbos the way that we can Tosefes Shabbos, add on to Shabbos, not only quantitatively, but qualitatively, we can add on by feeling that all of our work is done. And if we do that, if we add on to Shabbos, quantitatively, qualitatively, we immerse ourselves in it, miyad nigaolam, that geula we're so desperate for, we're longing for. And Hashem should please God give it and bring it, and we wait for it. But until then, we can get little snippets, little breaks, little reprieves of geula by truly immersing ourselves in Shabbos. Take advantage. 2 Shabboses, miyad nigaolam. If we'd only observe in quantitatively and qualitatively these 2 Shabboses, miyad nigaolam, we would truly be redeemed. Have a happy, a healthy, a holy, a very, very beautiful Shabbos. Shabbosim lizok Yeshua krov alavo.